democratic ritual. They are the very lifeblood of our political system. They are the mechanisms through which the people exercise their sovereign will, choose their leaders, and hold them accountable. For elections to fulfill this role, they should be conducted in a manner that is free from violence, manipulation, and fraud. The integrity of the electoral system is the foundation upon which the legitimacy of government rests. When elections are conducted fairly and transparently, the results accepted are accepted by all, even generally by the losers. This broad acceptance is essential for peace, stability, and the continued progress of the nation. However, the history of the African continent is replete with examples of elections that have gone awry. Elections marked by violence, by irregularities, and by a lack of transparency. Such elections have led to disputed results, political instability, and in some cases, open conflict. We should learn from these experiences and ensure that Ghana does not ever fall into the same trap.
Mampani na nado danko akufuado fa kwanya no so ede kokobo ema amanyoko hudo ni nyina se wanya hwe yesi eto abawie na abato komisan enya mfansunsanso ne matudwa no mo ede komisan nanim ede nsunsanso no aba betudwo se ebasa eha adwene papa.
It is imperative that the Electoral Commission remains the sole authority responsible for declaring election results, to preserve the integrity and credibility of the electoral process. Political parties must refrain from declaring results before the Electoral Commission does so, as this could lead to confusion, misinformation, and even potential conflict. The EC's role as an impartial and independent body ensures that its results reflect the will of the people, free from partisan influence. This assignment of responsibilities is essential to maintain public trust in the electoral system and to prevent any undermining of democracy through the spread of unverified or false election outcomes. Political tolerance, however, cannot extend to the unfortunate specter of public threats and utterances of violence, which should more properly be the target of the law enforcement agencies as unacceptable conduct and behavior. As leaders, we should set the example. We should engage in respectful discourse, avoid inflammatory rhetoric, and work to create an environment where all citizens feel free to express their views without fear of retribution. Only by advancing a culture of political tolerance can we ensure that our democracy remains vibrant and inclusive.
Something after another. 3.5 years into the role, I consider it an honor and a privilege, although not without its challenges, to be the attention on your leader thus far. With the unlimited licenses given to me as leader of the bar to address conference on any topic, I intend to focus a big part of this speech on using law, particularly public legal service, as an instrument for effecting change in Ghanaian society, whilst making some remarks on the important theme for the conference as well. I will record progress so far made by the Office of the Attorney General in this regard. The task of being an Attorney General in the second term of a government is no easy one. It involves coming in at a time that the government has implemented a set of policies in its first term and made some tough and hard decisions, which may not be necessarily popular with the people. As the Attorney General, it involves making yourself unpopular by telling your colleague ministers that they cannot pursue certain legislation and policies, which, although in the national interest, may be incompatible with the law. I remember the painful advice I gave to the Minister for Finance and Domestic Debt Restructuring at a difficult time of the nation, as well as the advice I gave to the Minister of Health, perhaps at a more difficult time in the history of the nation during the COVID-19 crisis. In our peculiar political environment, It also involves pitching yourself as a sworn enemy of your political adversaries to decisions you make that they may consider as impinging on their political fortunes, particularly in terms of prosecution and defense of civil actions against the government. However, I've braved the challenges of the office and remained undaunted because I love the law and I love utilizing the law as an instrument for developing Ghanaian society. With courage and strength, I have taken the slings and arrows of a critical free media, even when they are unjustified or wrong. I'm strong in my conviction that there is no other institution that has affected and has the authority and the jurisdiction to affect so many components of justice in this country than the Office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Whatever I've done since 2021, I've done it in the best interest of Ghana and state attorneys and staff at the law office. And I could not be prouder of our record of achievement over the last 3.5 years. And I'm happy to note that since my initial address of this conference at Bolgatanga in September 2021, I've delivered and in some cases exceeded the delivery of every single promise I've made to you.
Let me talk to you. This is one vice president.
Someone out of fear, knowing very that there is imminent defeat, has decided to disrupt the process. We know the person. I have raised issue this morning. You remember the confusion, the chaotic situation that visited the accreditation. The same person. So if someone tells me he doesn't know that person, I'm afraid. If you tell me you don't know this person, he's been arrested. The former constituency chairman for Yagaba Kubori.
His name?
Akamara Bawa. You tell me you don't know him, you don't know someone who has been on campaign platform campaigning for the MP. Such a person has abused the processes, disrupted these processes. I just hope the police will be able to take his course. The ballot, I'm told, is secured. It will be counted. They must count it. And I have absolute no doubt that when it's counted, the winner, the voices of the people, the people's favorite will be declared. This is my statement for them. But look, I have raised issue about this personality. I have had calls to go in and alert them that they should turn him out. He has no business in that particular process. Several complaints have been laid to them in respect of this particular gentleman. We have seen the end result of it. He's been sent to Bolga. Let's hope the police take his action. But you see, this election has been won. It was won on the 27th January 2024. The verdict was a stolen verdict from the court. I did not run away from the process. I participated. My fidelity to the process was utmost. Even though I did not run from the process, people thought that the will of the people would be subverted. It did not. Now that's the outcome.
Thank you. Doc, just one.
I think you were all aware that we're having the MPP primaries today. We started, everything went very well. We finished voting. After the voting, we did the sorting. Just as we are about to finish the sorting and do the counting, a certain man from nowhere came in and stuck the ballot papers, destroyed most of them. The police were able to manage to arrest the person. He is right now in the police custody. Then we salvaged some of the ballot papers that have been damaged. We brought it to the police station. We called the two sides, Kabiru side, then the Adekye, Lariba's people. Adekye people were there. When we call Dr. Kabiru's agents, they came here. If you saw them, they were here. They told us categorically that they will not take part today nor tomorrow. But per our rules, we have to continue to do the sorting. We opened the ballot box. After the sorting, we saw that some of the ballot papers are badly damaged in such a way that you cannot determine it for candidate A, not party candidate B. We made some consultation, and that was very difficult situation. We found ourselves. As you cannot, some of the ballot papers are damaged, and for that matter, you cannot determine. You see that we have to stop there for the party to take their decision on that, whether they will ask us to continue to do another elections. That one will come from it is MPP's election. This is an internal party decision. So we couldn't determine the winner today. Like previously, it went to the court, then the court annulled it, but today the ballot papers, some of them were badly damaged in such a way that we couldn't determine it for candidate A, no candidate B. To be fair to the other candidates, you see, the Kabiru peoples were not here, and they even has rejected completely that they will not take part. But when you are even doing the sorting, even Adekye's candidates, they too were rejected because there were some ballot papers that you wanted to take it to A or B, and they were seriously opposite, vehemently opposite. And for that matter, we couldn't conclude the issue. So that is the issue at stage now. So thank you very much.
Counting was not done?
No. Counting has not been done. Counting has not been done. We have sealed it. Then It is going to be in the police armory up to when and how the party will determine the course.
So how many papers were damaged? Let's know the number of papers.
No. It was not counted.
But you, as a ESO boss, you should know the number of papers that got spoiled.
Come again?
You should know the number of papers that got spoiled.
No, some of them have been lost, others were damaged. When you take it, we cannot, if we find the head, we cannot find the tail. So that was very difficult. Even Adekye's candidates who were here were even vehemently, like I told you, vehemently opposing it. That is why we couldn't go ahead to do the counting.
So security was tight. How come this person was able to get without accreditation place and then cause this damage?
Which guy? At the center?
You said unknown guy.
The unknown
during the sorting.
So he was running here, what do you call it? Observer. Party observer. Mind you, this is MPP election in which Electoral Commission is running for them. So they determine who should come there. If the person is wearing a observer badge, can you still drive that person away? No. Apart from that, some of the delegates were there. So this man was there.
So after the arrest, there's no name been given.
There's no name being identified.
I'm yet to find out. Because we have been going up and down.
We saw
unless maybe we ask the party people.
Yeah, we saw two persons being handcuffed, and you are saying one person. We saw two persons being handcuffed.
That one is not part one person.
I saw one person though. Well, maybe you were outside because we were locked up until later the police escort us to this place.
I think he has given it.
So now are you not giving everything?
Avian for ya da mo system of feeding da United Television and ne benada no pay ye bobo sumeda etoso du ya nonson abo pepepe apa ho no so ba pa meet du nom enti Adekye Nsroma dwumadie no na ye de mamoi wo hwa pawa no e bobo ye no a de di nkan no ye a lawyer for nkabom ko Ghana Bar Association afibia onu hyiamudi aya wo mo kono dia wo mo ekọ afi ewo Kumase ya na wo mo aye nhyiamudie no kase enti se na wotwe mo wi na wo mo de dakro abodwa data na nkasa ahodo akoso nti enu bi mampani se mo de tu dwa ne bi no na ye boy ya ye de emamoi ebi ne se yese ye GBA president no a wote so no enim se nura no omunya to aba na afi no mo beto aba no na afi new person aba ne dia na de otiso GBA president ye lawyer yawo champion boafo eno osusu se be ya FSHS na a good policy pa na ya kakra ide yenye means testing na anka yemfa NI card no sansusu ye no kra aba mpen bebiri se yenhwe obi se on se NI card no ye be hu oten number wo so nti ye hu oten number nso a ye be hu obosomi akatua efisi ebe hu tax a wutua ne ade na ehu se wusika sem ye ubetumi atua ana wuntumi ntua oba school fees enti yanya no means testing na nka wo mo ntimi ntua no na ye ma wo mo ntua edu su se mampani kasa no osehwe FSHS na increase enrollment pa enti se wo de wunia wadwen ye so obetumi atua private school na wo no fa abako se amanfo se we de job no president to president oto ne simple de mano ti obehu ase ne number bi se president Kufuado says se obetimi afford ya fa obakọ private SHS na sana akomni nchirimu se lawyer boafo champion di kan de nsusu ye to dwa so se nke be ye good thing a very good policy na mom said ye be ye na betumi aye sustainable be som ye afebo no sa abra ya ye kakra ne ye hu na ye nya Ghana card ni ade ya tin numbers woso ni we say enka yenhwehwe se yebehu so obi betimi atua we na adwuma ni sikasem ni nti obetimi atua ma ne bank watua ma no ene wodi apakat nti unia ese obetimi a na ne private school na ebuyi no atamoba na odi no ko private school galamsey issues so be pie e wo honum ama eno so eno de aban lawyer panyi owura dame eno ono so kan krofo ni padodo a ye de wo makogina mra nanim wo galamsey ho ne ade okika ya kama but you tag for nte gaba se wo de onko so no wonkeka na emomo mo de omo ma aban no e bobusumi ye wieye you tag so the statement tin aba wo mo chese adato galamsey no ekuyen papa se wo mo de eja professor for professors and lecturers akrachi for into research ne de omo fa ne kwa wo mo say asay yensa ase kwa ibretuo no hectares of pepe mienu ene mpima henum 2.5 million hectares of our forest cover enu achi nso no ama ahrawa ne ahrawa mu yade ahodo ebi ehome for respiratory diseases ahodo no nso akosoro pa wo baabi a yetu fa agudie no nso omo si omo aye omo hwehwemu a omo betimi di omo sasi omo bua kan pendwan se akosoro be se omo chemu aduasanum be se 35% case rise in respiratory diseases ena enye nsunsanso ewo yesikasem so enu so mabubu ase ho nkonta wo mu ye no nom san kan se amaye koko kra nka koko dodo ayetie koko ayenya ne ade enu so aba fom mo omchemu be se aduana anum afi nko a enti omo kekan ya no nom se eye ni beresem omo musa ban de na no domwere ti wo ma ban boso me omra galamsey wa amra galamsey ya omo be ko strike enti this time say you taxi obe ko striker na nye strike say ena marketua o ena mi pay rise o ena mi allowance o ena mi conditions of service omo say o man no ye nyina ye nkonkonkon enti no o mama ban huebe ebobusumi ye wieye se wa amra galamsey na wa na opepe di se nani abresi wo ko galamsey na ya ne se wo de nano ne nani bram so a ene ombeti Ghana for mo beti utagenka na ban na beti nka titru beti nka utaxi wo no nko adwuma wo mo ebeko strike enti propro one be from annual Ghana Bar Association shemu de ne de efifiri ho ba no ebi eno no wale de no ne abo a kire mu yi for the second time abato no agensrepe enti isi say we declare wale elections no de omudi epe de obegina MPPD mu apremra shebedwa akonya no no null and void if you say nra no omo bekinkan no a wete sam ani ebo bi kire mu yi esi ye nti emra omo saka adaka no ballot box no na chese bi asese nkrata ni bi asese omo ntimi nkan omo hu se we yetimu ma asumesi ana yetimu ma obenten enti saade a abato no kura nya amaso ye de yahwia enyeye enti no mama ye omobrofo null and void no eno no enkrata ni mono Daily Graphic EC must act with impartiality President Akufo-Addo them and then 8 file presidential nomination forms and run on and then so yese ba ko ne be file ye be hwem wale MPP primary parliamentary run 3 arrested over ballot box snatching. Daily Post ahead of victory Esiedun Ketia submits Mahama and Prof Nana James nomination forms to the EC. Nationwide demo to rock EC on September 17 to demand forensic audit of the voters register. And almost submitted form ni we no and a chairman Esiedun Ketia so dia to just say 17th of September no 16 regions ni na baby EC office will be a omonkrofo enye demo ema EC ehu say wo eni abre register no omobonyu so. Daily Guide, Bawumia sure of victory after filing nomination. NDC's corruption claims politically motivated. Nana still from that GBA conference. 850 standing trial for Galamsey AG. That Mahama others filed nominations and GBA confers lifetime award on President Akufo-Addo. Congratulations to him. The new crusading guide, all international arbitrations to be held in Ghana. AG that. And then Dr. Bano challenges call to reduce government expenditure. The inside, Galamsey, how Ghana's gold is turning into quicksand beneath the Fourth Republic. Then the Chronicle, I'll win December 7 post. The momentum is on the side of NPP Bawumia there. Dami pleads with Parliament to pass criminal offences bill. Prayer and fasting won't make you prosperous if. The Ghanaian Times, the race for Jubilee House. Bawumia Mahama others filed nominations to contest December 2024 presidential polls. Galamsey menace, government secures conviction of 76 Galamseyers, including 18 foreigners, AG there. Don't declare election results ahead of EC. President cautions political parties. Catholic bishops urge EC to ensure impartial, lawful electoral process during December polls. Daily Dispatch, Russian government responsible for cocoa smuggling in Africa, and that's according to the Cocoa Board CEO. Intiwe enenkrata ene abedwa so wale de ne yebekọ ya mane bofo ho ewo ye wale Abdul Rashid beba na wamayen sede ensem no enura esi etie se omo sha abato na se eni se omo beso tie so omo kinkan no edien na ekoso ekowie sede wie ya fe isi se we declare honor regional director of EC ewo Empotemo no that's northeast we declare abato no null and void tiji se omo san koso bi for the third time and nti yebedi sa enkomo no ene ni akeka bia quickly yenhye hu nkran na afi yentinsin krata no emwe ano pempese me no de bibi yemfanto ho yeni aye de yatena kurase da no yaso eja ene yaso bidie nso ni nyina na yenim gas ne ye de ani free de ni yeso jaja wo de no aduane enyi eye ntempa anti mochi ame ensa de no na bisha mfantifo be kan wo kwen aja na wo kwen wuja ana so say ebi e kire ni bi ba kakra na omo ye metallic one bi ma ya nso omo de ni nyina hyehyem se co-pot nso a na se ka banku ofie ntu ka co-pot so on ti co-pot nso a wo du bi de agum won se toda na eja na dere papa ni yi bidie ni e de agu nchen be nso afi ni ehwehwe mu ana se ye ja no a ni yi ja ni bi uyi ja no ba akoto nchen abera ni se afi de na emu adwo anasa afi na edum ti de beda nchen no entimu nnere me pese me kasa kyerɛw efa teamwork ho yemu bebre wo baabi a ye yade pa nti ya na adwene yen se nyame a enka adwuma no enkoso enyame anka relationship yagu enyame anka wabrabo aye basa forgetting that even the security or adwuma mu no so contribute to the success of the job. Inti wadwe yon se me na me kura team no inti me free mu a what you forget is that team no complement you inti na yehu model mo inti na yehu nkan ko inti u free mu a you will not be able to burn like when you were together with the rest of the firewood or charcoal. So you are able to flame or you are able to burn because the other pieces of charcoal or firewood is complementing you. Inti se wo baby a ema wadwen ye wo say wo nkoa wo modern mo ana se me free mu amanegu ana se ne be sei na me kwa na obehu. Nobody is indispensable. Give of your best, but don't think that without you the marriage wouldn't work. Without you, somebody will become useless. Without you, an organization will come crashing down. Without you, an organization will go on. Without you, the group will survive. Rather, you will lose when you get out. Inti enimdifo can say, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Inti sa wo de opese content ma na nko a wate asim na nso sa wo pese udure chiri a ene ebimo enantimum obi nyansa be rub off on you obi suahunu experience ene nimde ebe rub off on you meka we ya chow efri say yet society mu a ene no bibia ye me it's about you. You can be an entrepreneur, forgetting that when you be an entrepreneur, you also need people to work for you. Uti aban adwuma mu, amena me kura adwuma no, na minister waba, na bibia wonkwa na wonkwa, owura afi se wonni wa ministry no be run it. See you, eya wo na uti adwuma no de, but believe you me, untumi nya adwuma no nkwa da. You can't. Enti, please recognize every individual's efforts, and you, that individual, to accept the fact that it doesn't rest on you, only you, your shoulders. The other's contribution is helping in building that organization, in building that relationship. Emmanuel, sister papa no onye kura oboa wo kwan bi so. Ne papa bi wo hono a epejaw, eboawo, wakofo obi ba ne neti. Said ya wo ye no no wadwen ni se o woni wa meye ma ade but oboa wo kwan bi so enti wada roma ene ye nyina ye kabomu a ene ye dere na ye jana aye buruburu enti wa wo mu no em wadwen nye wo se me free mu ana mo behu nkwa wo free bidie ni mu a ye yi bidie ba akoto nchen a eda ho a na edum ye yi ja ba akoto nchen a eda ho a na edum enti together we rise, together we build, together we go far. We any nkranhyesem anopai unia ba mama ya kunamani afei ye betie sinkrata ni ye wi a ye de apomoden komo bebreu na abedwafo nso aba ene de ese ne wani tua ya file nomination wale na papie GBA jobs na ekoswe enti ni nyina ye nsem a ye di bedi ho enkomo a ebra abedwafo no aba said ye da wo ye no ye ni so pa enti koso anu afidie no enaha na ye nso ye mfiri opepam ni akomapem na ye nsomwo anopai adwa ebuaje eni ni nuaba na de ne bra atia ne nanchi kakra emso wo kwa afuom wo baba akọ no wakọ afuom ba akọ ayiko kwaku adu ba bia wo bia enti emra nso ye da wase mankai na efe pa wafuom ho ye kama da ko ye ba bisrawo enti na akosi atapon se kuani ho akuani wo ho ya fo hima aba so bezi ya fo hima ya dai abia fo we wa chi ya enna na mo ho ti sei ye ho ye nyame adom ye ho ye na so mo de beye mo ho beye mo agi man kenkentan ne botoba bidi akosi ye mo nye sei
kata de so na
bi obi di
ntuma bi ayifra bi no the friend one kata de so
media maintain
na to sa ntuma na bo nse ya dro kuku ana second ten na ni ti no ebuaso wo fa ntuma ne ye friend kata de
aye kuku mienu ena bobon ba ko ya kata so ba ko ya bie so
there bi kuku ye ba ko pe ena ti bi na ti ne fa buaso ye di buaso or half side
okay
asa o de awowa so no
wo hu za ntuma no uton bia na grafo ima de ntuma to fa be ba to ntuma
enti ne ye friend no kata de so
enti sa bego no hwan dia
na ya mebu ma ho
me
de maupa
ya de bre me no mienu nyina
asa
ena me kwa ni aduru me de ati film ma de nesi ho na me kokuru ma de kacha na me de ko si nkem fi tu me ti
wo kan ho hwe
tu ma plan dem di we be yem de we be fufu tomba be tutu we me de we yo go me de we ya kaw achichem
Any uko we ba. Next time I'm
a calculating.
Next time I'm a from the funny ko. Say the watch each mo be with your day of God. Uncle Kakra.
Ube mpi waka ho.
Ai me na boss no. Ya me o say me tina akurase. Enti say akurase nuane ne de.
Oh na na so krom for no kura nso di ba.
Debre kura ni ye binum di wo nkora brem wo nya opportunity e ma efie yi bi mo do munim. Na fried rice fo na chibonfo na aba ne de. Any yi fo ba ko no mo kan say Italian spaghetti. Obo do munim sa na ma wo.
Aja no so ya nkomo foforo da chi bia se ka mo ase ye nuane titinuane no yira fufuo no ana ase ye ti ya ye nimne ba fufuo ni aka no fufuo no kra no nkwan ni bi wo hono mo a ni ye na ase uhu ye bebra wo nhye da nye guy ase wo ye kurazi ni dodo ye ya ase mo se anu ji se ye hye da frɛ wo traditionality anu wa ba be cheche
ye se ye se nso abeti ho ni
ase traditional
ase mi kwa wana ba be cheche wana come on for ebusa for me kind of one cat no why ya be this say ye daily graphic na daily graphic e de ye krobia santi kotoko hini otumfo se tutumfo ni aba ena mampani so tin nchen ene mpanifo aka na Ghana emranimfo enkabobu ko no bodwa eyo hie mu kase na no na mampani kwase kokasa ye otumfo so kwase na etitu bebre kwase kokasa ye bi mampani na nado dan kwakufu ado kasa na ode atudwa se osre omanya bato adwuma electoral commission said kokuma asabo sumi opani ma December da to so aba amia to abeya yaka wasemu a fina hia ba be se de kokuma se dru so na abato no be hihye so osre wo mu ada wo mu nyina mfimfi ma wo mu nkom enkodi ofa bi achi e ma fan ye no nukuradie entimi enye adwuma wasi electoral commission na oman ni tumi no oman ni mra ne di tumi ase wo mu nsa se abato de ye wo adwuma nti osre wo mu ada wo mu nyina mfimfi ntoto ne ma nyina ye enhwe se fairness be ye adwuma pepepe ye enye se obi de nyanya kire de ne bodwa okoto de wonko chese omunyina mfimfin pepepe ema asumdue emra etia bio mampani si abato no yetu wi ansunsanso abeba no enye niamanfo no to ye no sa manfo si ye pe a monfa a na emra si asi ye pe be a monfa be na emra mamon sesa no we nsu yase na osan eka ye ebio wasi etia bio mampani si osre abato adwuma ne se emfidie enkrata inki eniema entebru enkonwa empata mo hihye miedi entebru asiase bibia amodi be yadwuma no mo nhwe no se bia de akwakoduru empesua no ntwuro no mu ene mantwa ba bia de bia mo fa nyina nko na enko ba se hafo de o masase hafo de mu de enuye se na be ya asundwie ene entiase ebeba wonu nyina ye afutu samu amampani na nado ene de ama omanya bato adwuma electoral commission so sramu ada afia bato no omo entutu ne manyina yie ema asumdue ni pepepe ye emra
mewo Ghanaian Times de obo krata anim na Ghanaian Times anopei krata fa to so enan ena ode mami Jane Mensa bato komisa wode ni mfo nyini ababeto aha na no ena mami edito nsentrofo enim se akwakoba ebre yi wabie mu na nkrofo de won forms yi ebai ade a wo ma ye nhihye bebre ede ato de enti a wo ma de forms no aba na wo mo ahwehwem se de be ya asem a esiye e wa afimpinu ne aduonu no ebi ensan ensibio no eno enenam so ama wode ensem yi atudwa na wo kire se sabre yi wasete technical team sa technical team no wo mu na eba be ye hwehwemu e de afa enkrofo form so se mo amohwe mfonyini se de esitie wo ma soa ne tintintin sei e no mo de eba enti sa technical team no wo mu ba be yi no baako no mo ahwe se forms no a mo fili ye no mo fili ni ye ensam bisa ye bisa ye wo forms no so no womo akeka ana womo ayiyi anu yie enkoba se de ye frɛ no error ana bia obi beti ana de no omo hwehwɛ na nye no na nipa ne de baaye no womo atimi asiso eno na mami Jane Mensa kyerɛ se sa technical team yi womo ewo enioma hodo a enyiano no ewo womo anim enti womo yi krata ba ko bia no mo hwɛ enyiano no na nye saa na wo nipa kro se uba na be yensiesie ewo krata ne mu a wo ba be ye ne saa no womo atimi atu ho anamo na afei womo aka se aha wo so se abrobe enu nti ye betimi ahwɛ ne adudi akwakoto wo se ehyehyɛ ni bia eda ho no ene se wo ye presidential candidate a wo se sabre ya ye ka sei watumi ayi enipa obeye running mate se nyame ye wadom na Ghana for to aba e de emawo a hwan ena wono wo ba be ye o vice president wo se nipa kro no wankasa wo ba no wo se wonya mfinhia aduanan ekọ afei wo se wo ye obi a wo to aba wo Ghana ha na ukuta voters ID card running mate ni so wo se ono so ekuta bie afei wo mo be endorse wɔn bɛsensan krataa ne bi so ɛde ama wo nyinaa no ɛwɔ sɛ saa nkrɔfokorɔ no wɔn yɛ Ghanafoɔ na afei wɔn nso so kuta voters ID card a wɔn nso to aba ɛwɔ ha nti nsɛm ne bi a ɛkeka ho a ɛno bɛkyerɛ sɛ wo nipa korɔ no wɔn krataa a wɔde baayɛ no error anaasɛ biribi anim sɛ biribi saa wɔ mu a ɛno ane sɛ yɛfrɛ wɔ sɛ wobɛyɛ nsiesie wo ma no abɛyɛ nsiesie ɛwɔ mu sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a afimpi no ne aduonu aba yɛ kɔkɔto yɛ ho nsɛm a epie mu ma nkrɔfoɔ ɛbɛkasa sɛ abato kɔmisa ne wɔn ɛni ne yie ebi wɔ ha na sɛ wɔka kyerɛ wɔn no bɛyɛ nsiesie no saa deɛ no ebi ensi bio ne ti ɛna saa technical team no wɔn ɛbɛyɛ hwehwɛmu ɛde afa saa nsɛm wɔ nyinaa ho
we na sa asem ko ya ne fa baabi ya the workrata daily graphic e de ba ye wo electoral commission mo say nipa no a afi omo din aba na omo gina prima mpani akonwa no say ka say emu nwotwe e na file omo nomination so omo din no omo krata akọ ade akoma electoral commission say de aba ya wie ensemisa na mo bi say yakoyi ni nyina no de aba na sa nipa nwotwe wodo omo wasanu mu nchechemu no abetu dwa e wo the workrata daily graphic emu no say eye NDC nipa wo gire mu atu franka eye mampani dada JDM ono akasa kwade wonyam kwan anko ne party chairman owura se nkatia ne mpanifo aka ene di animu de koy ono NDC de omo de yekọ afei Dr. Mamudu Baumia ye ono so gire mu atu franka de ama NPP ono akasa edi akire ekobi ono so de ne de yekọ wo momie no achi no wo chese afoforo ensia enso de omo nkrata akoma electoral commission so mu gina apri akonwa ne bi senior de workrata daily graphic etro ne baaye no wose omo hihye ne manyina kama na obiti say All People's Congress APC Owura Hassan Ayariga kanete tamo fra na Ayarikof na say de mojai won so de ne de yekọ de ne nkrata akọ so oba begina primampani akonwa ne bi afei osofo Christian Kwabena Andrews ya ono say yemfa ne sofo ana okay sofo nkan ne no ha so for chabosun
so we register him say titles enimo
but see ni so for
yenim so
but on chat mo dey
but see ai dey Christian Kwabena Andrews
Christian okay gum
yes
enti Christian Kwabena Andrews ya oda Ghana Union Movement and say gum amanyokuwa no ono so e de nkrata akọ ono se kura matis ono so anka so wanya kwan anko mpanimfo na de ekoma no
executives na de ko
afei yewura someha ya se titles nkan we dey say mrane Liberal Party of Ghana LPG owura Kofi Akpalu ono so ene nkrata wo de ko na kwa mi bedi akon new force movement ono ne mra ne kwa bo de chada na chada no nko abi nkan wo bi onimra ne foforo bia ho
chada na
enim ya wo chi mi o
Freedom Jacob Caesar
eno na me pe no ya wo nwi o sia no wonu no ne tinwinu nyina kanetete ya foro ne bi
onu se ne ye nyina ya ase Kwame Nkrumah
aka moto we ni pe no ni bi
ampa soro no this was the Jimmy die de ko
no so nano yesi okobo Samia Nkrumah din se nko meye ne running mate ono so se o se da bi
ono so mate sa
o se onye
ntete a onyanya bi
na minimum no so
but betimi a file ese se o running mate kan ho
e kan ho ntie bia obi anu na hyem na din no mfa ma se bia wa
celebrate obeto ne boase na wa ado no okay
because Samia de ne waka e wo social media no so o se da bi de nti a wanya ntum ni we ni nyina egugu ade so e kan requirement no nti se kan wo de disqualification
na e ba
se kan wanya obi de ko
da no mi hu ni tinwa bi say na nti onyi na se tinwi no pa se nti no be ne den
adwenu ta no onyi anu wayi sakora na afi waje abojise
ani on sha se nyi nti na ne ne
da bi se a wo ya brand se
ya ni be ya you say minim crash bia dem not blame nya da bia nya so say wo ya akokora na se uti pa about say chinyi go receive as chukwa na say di pa no nim na me money di say akokora te am say ne be ne den be me nya ya fi da kwa be so na wo
edi ana
ade me say me
ba so mununu ba ni mo say de be ya empa ba emko na chi
oye be ma nyame ama na ho fe ne mo nyam na ni chinyi se ne gina so no e mai kwa ye pa bi di aya ade na be di chinyi gina so tram say men so be
na no be say na ya oda na
said adwa ya baba ya wo yi tire ba ide mama no nyina ne babe sami ho kakra na me nkwa do achiti obi ko wale bra na ye nhwe said ye enura ne amasiko ya afi ko wi ase a isi say wale MPP primaries we run on so once again null and void. Abdulwashi, salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Nice to say.
Eyo na onso
That's why.
Na. Eya chia madam for yabre mami why.
Yo, already.
Enra na wo si bibia ye boko anopa no na afa enwumre nso de enhyeda nye boko wale e ba ne sen.
No kre anapandra anapane de na bibia ye boko after the time mema report no. Na mimpo as soon as me report no and me changes. If you say
okay,
me the can eka say o ma change venue no be twice. Initially na wale senior high school. And o mo de call wale actually call for no say honomo and on be election no. Me no every report no.
Alasan ya astroturf for na ye park so won.
Park.
Okay.
Park just me no kasa wie na information e samba say o me you from onomo e dey call church bia ewo youth center honomo baby inti honomo e na sa election no e call so na KBT no e ka KB Kabiru Dr. Kabiru they na o win first election na Samale High Court say omonsan enkoto election omonsan ko election for no nani team kasa say venue change of venue no omo ambo omo amane entendura before on start na accreditation here difficult even for both the media and the team na omo ba honomo na currently I can say although yenim there emma sa issue ba but obi ha especially ye for almost or share maybe no mo need information last week Tamal High Court Emma ruling say wale election no almost enkoto biom na Dr. Kabiru na oye obi a omeyi ni say oye parliamentary candidate Emma MPP na that particular election no Dr. Kabiru nya 348 na Hajia Lariba Zuwera enya 338 into Dr. Kabiru win election no by 4 votes but every one no Hajia they see interim injunction at the court, Tamale High Court, Tamale High Court said, almost to election for into election on Monday 8 Sunday, but unfortunately, ye can say the issue wale into top hierarchy of the MPP to share Ndra Monday on the 9th. Into Ndra and election no course. So now election starts no na misunderstanding kakra ebe but equanim no almost start to say omo to election no na later yenyan nkai say currently o share visuals out me say white card bi fi hono na sa white card about within the perimeter of the omo vote no na crofo suspect say bibi e wo card mo enti Dr. Kabiru team no ekogina aka no ho say on pese omo hu de e wo card mo na sa card no na ye Northeast Deputy Secretary na car omo identify car no say na car but then Deputy Secretary on be car Deputy Secretary say on the back car no and Gabi team no say sa car no omo ma police emphasize car no enko just omo bie na according to information I nya no omo bie car no later no na pistols and weapons and womanti police at that particular vehicle no see police station. Now, enim no, Dr. Kabiru raised issues of voting process. If he say, so bahonmo na uya delegates na uwo accreditation and na uni accreditation. No one himself uya Hajia Laribatima omuma uwemu, but omo suspect say uya Dr. Kabiru delegates na almost uya train na accreditation amba. Ansana omwali di wako enti but the ekwenim omutimi ewie election no na time omoye sort na ekoye council no papa bia ye frɛ no Akamara Bawa oye former constituency chairman ewo Yegaba Kubore na sa Akamara Bawa yi first election now omo ye no no one Dr. Kabiru and Ekabo ma omo ye campaign. But going forward later this particular election no Mr. Akamara Ekodi Aja Larba nenim se ono no be no coordinator. Enti initially omo sa baby omo vote no na KB raise issues against Akamara say oni to me say omo man kwan no onwura mu but then omo man attack say onwura mu onkoye onkohwe the ebe koso na sa Akamara na kama omo ye sort no na ordinance come saw voting materials nibi team enti eho no e de ntawantawa bebre ebae police na police make sure say make sure say bibia be ko enti within that period no Akamara no police handcuff no and 5 others are na omo disruptive process if you say Akamara yes no na Kabiru team no so ebo share no so e dey ntawantawa kakra bae but then ekwo enim no sankofo omutimi echi omo e dey omo PA but sena eye no ma police ballot boxes ne say they call Wale police station and that particular ballot box no call police station then go see police station now it was around 4 best up to 8 and sana EC APA be catch say election material na omoya omagin say omo dey police station abe sort no materials ni bi atete na fena atete no omuntimi identify say vote Ajia Zuwera Laribadi ana we Dr. Kabiru die edi enti sa election no ndra election no null and void enti no this particular scenarios no na Emma EC declare wale election say null and void. And there at 1 p.m. Yenyanka say NPP as a party by press conference at 1 o'clock. Inti share the press conference no eboko say addressing issues na ndra ACN na antime addressing inti and then issue na wale end of this region. But then now NPP National Third Vice Chairman, friend Alaji Masahudu Usman, ono ena na owo sa election process no ono Akamara ensa etete ballot paper na ebisa na so onim sa de pakono omo nim no wo bia but na strange say Akamara yi betima edin sa betima be tam ballot papers ma obia enim say o retrieve the if say ye media no po o ma e kwan po ma within the inner perimeter ya ko no o de chef o de esi compound mu say ye observe from there as to the voting process no po ye nkodu on no enti eye wanwa pa say obi a omu nim no say o be ma no permission say ontimi enko inner perimeter no na on fan nsa enko ka ballot papers na what is in the enti any issue now for raise but that advice nkrofu enim no ewo yendi issue no eba no na sa papa no onu so owumu pa enti nkrofu again say yendi part 2 na ABC ewo wale enti omudun pa say Dr. Kabiru sa election there omu betisi Dr. Kabiru if he say ono na delegates ni here but then top party hierarchy ni there omu pese Dr. Kabiru and we need election enti omu pese omu sandima Haja Larba Zuwera.
I see na oka se Kamara Eden nsake kan ya na otam ya otam ne kwan ben so a afi de ye kan ho a enye
Every say Oma media access to the inner perimeter no information I yenya from Dr. Kabiru team say Tama omo ye sort na omo according to information omo say omo start say omo count na total votes no 842 but almost say almost kind of Dr. KB enya somewhere around 511. Now only 511 at that particular time no and sa papa akamara yi edin nsa etam edin nsa ekoball e share sa ballot box na at that table no so start say or numu enti no and almost suspect pa say almost share that pa and omo ye sadi enti ye share say the police ebeye sa papa akamara ya oye former constituency chairman Emma Yagaba Kubore in the northeast region.
What can for from so say or more kind no the yedi quantity na is no more salty and a camera no echo fire and say so say no more kind o makan po ama KB no enya best 500 votes.
No the initial information I hear no and so by but then ebisa Dr. Kabir ni team now no omo war within the almost air votes, or stress no counting as SRT. Almost starting Dr. Kabir votes air counting. Now, Oko Nya bears 511 no, and Papa Akamara didn't say at SRT or Onunum ballot papers. And the information I hear from Dr. Kabir.
I say, yen to mean kind. Abduashi say Onunum ordinance and a canoe. Nti dia na na ewo ne nsa say ballot papers na nti yesi ye kan ye
I know and yes so yentia if he say omo dey call police station wale police station no na has your team no there omo echo within the precinct of the police omo ko witness council no but Dr. Kabiru ni team no there omo say omo there omo na NC on because omo nim agenda Oma setting that anti say omo follow process now a process bia so mo follow enkotiga anti omo de omo call on now omo start to say omo sort out according to EC officials la ye ne oye interview not sure say omo sort out no who say votes bi wo hono ma omo ntimi emfa ma Hajia Larba ana omo ntimi emfa ma Dr. Kabiru but then a voter let say omo count it. Enti and also omuntimi nka say a voter spoil ballot enti idea omu take omu decision but so share interview na omu ye no utimu say sa papa na oye third vice ye friend no chairman Alhaji Masahudi Osman no who say no jina EC official na ye ne oye o my interview no jina the right hand side and Honorable Somolaki oya wale MC no jina on the right hand side and here beside the question no put mu say omo dictate emano dia obeka dia onka and at some point no here beside the question omo say yeah the EC official can no and omo dane EC official no the free and no suspicions I mean there are so many factors on suspect say election na echo ndrano na top hierarchy of the MPP party omo favorite womo oye Hajia Larba awudu ezuwera
yo Alhassan mo yeda say yemfa unsi ha nti after 1 p.m. no mu we press conference na wa me ate wonka abjan free nua be ma Abdul Rashid Alhassan wa mayen report ne pa we ya prepare kwamu 8 to 7 December no yesremu aboko abande yebeto yebekan yobedi nkuni bedi nkuni na yenso yebe wo yechiri nkase edi no ya wo yechiri nkase edi there's only one Ghana timo beto mo boase ajo ayenko
yo abusa for madaro ma ye twani ntentiem we de na making kan every daily graphic the worker time one wo chese enipa epese gina prema mpani akonwa afia aba no emu nwotwe edo mo nkrata akoma abato adwuma electoral commission ama ya bobo edin na ma chese obampani abedi eche Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ene ne nkrata akọ mampani dada eye ora John Dramani Mahama wo gina mudiama NDC wo de ne nkrata ekọ afensu obi ti say All People's Congress APC amanyokuo pani Owura Hassan Ayarega wode ne nkrata ekọ Christian Kwabena Andrew na amanyokuo ye Ghana Union Movement gum wono so de ne nkrata akọ Liberal Party of Ghana LPG eye Owura Kofi Akpalu wono so de ne nkrata akọ na na Kwame Bedi akọ eta bon mane se Cheda wono so New Force Movement wode ne nkrata akọ Owura Samuel Apia Dankwa onu su jina sa kwante crop ode ne nkrata ekọ na Owura George Chumbarima Edu onu su jina sa independent onu so ede ne de ekọ graphic bo amane se wo mo de wo mo nkrata ne kọ no de anya sa fra sa de ne bia amanyoko no anase sa ankranko na chitafo anko bodwa anko jintere ha brunjini mu de banwum de ne da bi sa nyama ne bi anko so sa na enu achi dodo no ade nsem kakra atudwa asaba kwa Dr. Bawumia kan ye ade electoral commission ene say eto da bia yeto abawi a sabidie efo obedi nkuguo no da bia no ordinary bre akojai electoral commission so ene na mo antoto ne maye ene abato ne ndwembu ko so eti da bia na so mo na ehunu amane asono me yenu ko ansensan ho na ehye abato no ko na wi da bia da pa atwa no ene nsam ka no isi ne ana gine kese panti wo bo mpaye se nyame bema isi adwuma no mu adwumaifo awode ne nyansa ene entoko so honhom a omde begina toto ne maye ama fan ye no nukradia ya adwuma ama afia bato no awie wo awie papem wei eye ensam wa democrat daily graphic and the buy
Mamenfa Ghanaian Times kata fa to so enkono IEA eye adwumaku a womo eye nhyehyeye edema sekoba se yeto aba ewo omaimu a enti emfie na bia no IEA hwese wono etu frank ade ama amanyoku ahodo no ene wono running mate no eya na oye debate ede ema womo na eno ana IEA beka se wo mo be debate di ama wono etu frank no ye nyina ye nimsem dada yate ho nsem bebre na IEA ede aba betu dwa se efri sabre ya kokopem nyame ya adomo a efiada ebe ni na wotwe wo twen se omanfo ede won questions ana won se misa wo pese wototo eye wono etu franka ede ama amanyoku ahodo no ano ede ma Ghanafo se de be ye begina so ama Ghanafo etimi ahwa ma omo abu nkonta se nipa ne ba wo yi asem na no na wo beba no afa wanya de kura na afa wo kọ no akoso ne pa echi aka che ne se wo mu nkonta mfa nkyere wa watimi abu ni saa eno na ayiye eche se saa questions ana nsembisa wo bisa no ejina enioma makomako edumienu so na enioma makomako edumienu no wo de aba edikan wakyerɛ sɛ ɛwɔ sɛdeɛ yɛsi kasa montoto yɛ esitie ɛwɔ ɔmaimu afei sɛ ɔmaimu ni nyina mpuntuo betimi akɔso yɛka energy security yɛbambɔ ɛwɔ yɛnkanea ɛne yɛnyina mo nsɛm ho afei sɛ ekopiem te sɛ natural resources ɔbaade nneɛma a wɔde adom yɛn no a ɛno so yɛmfa questions ɛmfa so ɛmfa mmra afei sɛ bɛyɛ a mpuntuo bɛba agrek ɛyɛ yɛku ayɛ nsɛmu afei mfididwuma ɛno so ka ho ana yeka service sectors a eno so eka ho ankrankra nwumakuo emu empuntuo enso eka ho afei amamuo na yaka ennioma hodo bia eno betimi aboa yen wo yasetena mu social sector eno so ewo ho oba de ennioma a wode atwa yen ho ahia ho bambo sai na mpanifo ebeye no afei yeka akanie ensemu a eno so ka ho yeka yamamuo ensemu a eno so eka ho mekire judicial delivery eno so eka ho ena afei amanone enhyehyeye a ya na yeye no eno so eka ho nti wo se ennioma makomako dumienu no wo hwe anim se Ghanafo mo be kruchire ensemisa no questions no mo famra na ayefo entu anamon na ebra wonum ebeye debate yi ede ama wonum etu franka no eye October 22nd October da etoso aduonu mienu afiwe ye mu ena November da etoso edu enkro November 19th ena wonum ebeye obe dikan aye wonkran ha na afedi etoso mienu no wo mo akwakoye no wo Asante Mantam mu ena running mate fo de no eye vice presidential debate no eno so bekoso November da etoso enum eti hyehyaya ayefo wo mo de aba eno no
wie na metu waso wie na me wie no no eh yajo
Ya nua.
Sao.
Nua na wuyi.
Okay. Ene.
Sa na wo be sha ti aka training for aboma ye ne ba no. So obi ekọ.
Ene ma be tutu mi de ma yie.
Tutu de ma yie pa.
Obi wo se ne we de sabla bi we de. Okay, maye. Me hu se ne me fa no.
Okay.
Ni tietiem. You abusafo we the Chronicle, the Wakata. Now the professor be emfoni aba professor no. Osan ye Baptist asori sofo ewo Asante Mantemu. Na wasi oye associate professor ewo Department of Construction Technology and Management ewo KNUST ewo Kumase. Professor Anthony Kwame Danso ono no work say wasan so ye Baptist aso pani ewo Amekom Grace Baptist asori ewo Kumase Asante Mantemu. Na Professor Kwame Danso asmo dia to dwan say Ghana for eminent and mabawa asori kwa no do so do amunya adwuma. Sa wo pese wo ye yi a nya da bia na wo kire kom na wo bom paye adwoda wo kom paebo benada wo kom paebo fiada wo kom paebo ya wo da wo kom paebo fiada wo all night na memle da kwese de gina mu fasting wo so pese wo ye yi na wo de nyina ye mpa ya wo nya adwuma no ebe ye den na ye na ba eti afutu ade maga na mebru ne se wo bom paye a eye asan ye adwuma wo ye adwuma so na so wo ye kristoni a eye abom paye ka ho bi se sa ne ma mienu e ka bomu a ene ma ogidi ni otibi gina yie ewo abrabomo ni sunsumu ene honamu nyina na kwaba se ni nyina ye mpaebo dia ene all night kro dia obitimi ko mpaebo ba batena na dwemu no woda wo tonko adwuma de wo hunu su no abre no atoto mu akoda fiada na osako all night o se ne de kwaba sa enya dia ebebo na no na Chronicle samufo adwempo editorial no wase asade asofo yi waka samu a asofo achochoro no kwa ntimi anka wase we de waka professor na kapa empire ni nyamesom na do asoro do na wase se wo ye obegu na pese wo ye yie na se wo ye nyamesom ni dia wo empire ye adwuma wo ye adwuma so na ye gidi ni a fa empire bo ka adwuma no ho ni nyina ka bomu a ene betimi aye yie na ya Australia na no papa bi enima asema aba di tim wo ye ho wo a oti Queensland e Australia wa yeti senso se kofio ya no waje gu flash mu su abin yahuru en wode nam park on se abrofo die omu anu ne ba kwatena park na ne nkwada ma ye picnic no ma sekete no mo tonyu no mo wi biscuit ni e yapo papa obi de ne ba kwada wonya afe akwara se aboso mienso se den oduru anu obi e flask no so en na coffee shishe no tue ta o hwegu akwada no so wie no odi ni tibu aso no ka no di se no ko na bai okọ no yakọ yakoda na hyehyɛ nanim na nsa doctor for say plastic surgery na obey ahodo na ebedi be afe ansa na akoda ne wato no ene mo bi akwachi papa imre papa iso twembre minya wasesa ne yamadwane afi Australia ho ye pe no ayehu no enti se Australia man ni nyina ni abre se na sabi o sabi eye ne safo na ayi ato adwene na enye eye ahote won pe nkwada asam eye obi na ni fiefo na de na enti ene odu ampanifo no wanhwia mu pani abo no obetimi abo obi so na akoda keto no behwie nso hye ni gu no so wasan adwane nti omanya CCTV a capture ne nanim aba na omahunu se obi otantu kwan ba on free Australia no koba pa se wadwane omunyi ba bi okoye besi ne kwa country was you
no ana bia no ni na relationship mu da
omunyi ne pe omunyi nanim aba oye hoho omunyi ba keke oduru anu otutu nso hye ni gu no so okoye ba bi enu okoye se ye pe no etu Australia ban eni abrifi se omanfo no ebu afu pa e de bi sa akoda ne maame se na we ne hwe no se media minim maame ne se eya ne yese ye nya papa na nche no batebre kro no amu no eya ne desi wa firi o man ne ko bisa hwe ya next time no nipa obenya no obeku no onye oni ne dem obeku nti okokro mfa ne busuo emfa nko we eya the Chronicle
baby for the omo si omo bechi ne se prof ba ye bebusa na ye world suicide day nti prof safo ba ye bebusa nse we suicide ni bia na
ya mummy sa mental for man yo egumu awodo ana
mental for isu kra na so mummy ntumi nkan asemi plane ye nkan dam bie e be ka se o enu so prof be kan wasa wa adwin mu how adwin ye krokro niema bi kan ye kan na apem na aye wo ya na nka wo se wa hyeda na bodamani atia na wani ba wo so
eni bi wo wi ase a o hwe ho a o tie baba mpani wa ye coffee egu flags mu e de kita na de fini mu
ade na wa anum anwu ye ma wa wo ye ma hyehyɛ
o hwe kwa na ne nan so wanhwe ngo no ane na so na obi ba ti odu onu a
no we ti say wo yiba
wo hwe tata
wo yiba ne safo ani bia
na obetimi aye bone foforo
ne safo ani bia profo ba men ka say ya mak kire o say yen kan safo ayira wo yiba o boda professor na bi mu da o ka onye do wa boda
we dam straight
adwa say uni dance edi
ya ai Hassan Ayariga wono so fa ne running
mate so ya adwa de ne kakra
o de we dey just a pass
it's not a running mate
Reverend Samuel Wolanyo Mensa or your economist.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
In the last 4 years, when you uncle last 4 years, they disqualified.
Say, Tina Bato Commissioner say, when you running meter. And nipa na was so to abanesa running in Adam.
I feel
Debbie was so on your side. You know more in terms of the bear. Wow, any mistake no about your mistake, what correct it. Said the bear for your problem.
Yes, yes. This is the Moya.
I feel I am
because this adwa say afra say any same way chiru aba wa
ya me kan be kan money ma bebre wo enya papa ya sam
de bi mi musa wo ha mi ko busa wo dan
ya sem yetietia afi we
yenye ne sa afra say busa for na world suicide day etie kwa ba ye ko ba ye be say world suicide day be di ne sa afra say ana afi de no so ye so no ko ye ne prof Joseph Osafo be hia ye ba sisia